Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy 100 English Summary Statements. Arthur Dent is an average Englishman who wakes to find his house is about to be demolished. His house is being destroyed to make way for a bypass. Meanwhile, Earth is also said to be demolished by aliens for a hyperspace bypass. Arthur's friend Ford Prefect turns out to be an alien. Ford is a researcher for a book called The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. Ford saves Arthur just before Earth is destroyed. They are picked up by a spaceship called the Vogan Constructor Ship. Vogans are bureaucratic and cruel aliens. Ford and Arthur are thrown off the Vogan ship into space. They are rescued improbably by the spaceship Heart of Gold. The Heart of Gold is powered by the infinite improbability drive. The ship is captained by Zaphod Beeblebrox, a two-headed ex-president of the galaxy. Zaphod is arrogant, eccentric, and unpredictable. Trillian, a human woman, is also aboard the Heart of Gold. Trillian was taken from Earth by Zaphod before its destruction. Marvin is a depressed robot with a brain the size of a planet. The Guide is a humorous, electronic book full of odd advice and facts. One of its most famous entries is Don't Panic. Another entry claims the towel is the most useful item for a hitchhiker. The crew sets off to find the legendary planet Megrathea. Megrathea is rumored to be the home of planet designers. The planet has been dormant for millions of years. They are attacked by Megrathean defense systems upon arrival. They survive and meet Slarty Bartfarst, a planetary coastline designer. Slarty Bartfarst proudly designed Norway's fjords. He reveals that Earth was a supercomputer built by mice. Earth's purpose was to find the question to the ultimate answer. The ultimate answer to life, the universe, and everything is 42. But no one knows what the actual question is. The computer that found the answer was called Deep Thought. Deep Thought designed Earth to calculate the question. Earth was destroyed 5 minutes before completing its task. Mice in the story are actually pan-dimensional beings. They built Earth as part of their experiment. The mice want Arthur's brain to extract the question. Arthur escapes thanks to Marvin and the others. The group flees Megrathea and continues their journey. Zaphod's behavior grows more erratic. Ford and Zaphod were once semi-cousins. Arthur continues struggling to understand the universe. Ford explains that space is vastly, hugely, mind-bogglingly big. Arthur often feels out of place and confused. Zaphod once stole the Heart of Gold from the government. The improbability drive makes strange things happen regularly. Arthur accidentally causes 2 nuclear missiles to turn into a bowl of petunias and a whale. The whale has a deep, comic monologue as it falls to the planet. The petunias only think, oh no, not again. Trillian is the most competent member of the group. The book contains many footnotes and tangents. Bureaucracy and absurdity are recurring themes. The guide includes odd entries like Beware of the Leopard. Zaphod is being hunted by galactic police. The story mocks politics, religion, and science. Slarty Bartfarst is philosophical and weary. Marvin constantly complains about life. Despite his pessimism, Marvin often saves the day. The guide is wildly popular in the galaxy. The Vogans love poetry, but it's considered the worst in the universe. Arthur is forced to listen to a Vogan poetry reading as torture. The Hitchhiker's Guide is a parody of travel books. Deep Thought's creators expected a grand answer. They were disappointed when it said 42. The mice are more interested in marketing than truth. The novel is filled with ironic and satirical humor. Space travel is depicted as chaotic and inefficient. Arthur misses Earth's simplicity and tea. Trillian's real name is Tricia McMillan. She left Earth out of boredom with life. Zaphod erased parts of his own memory to hide his motives. Zaphod is both reckless and lucky. The group narrowly escapes many dangers. The story constantly defies logical plot structure. Science is often used as satire rather than fact. Many alien species are humorous caricatures of human flaws. The story critiques blind faith in technology. Arthur is often a voice of reason amid madness. Slarty Bartfarst believes individuality is overrated. The book combines elements of sci-fi, philosophy, and absurdism. It became a cultural phenomenon after its release. The series started as a BBC radio drama. The novel was later adapted into TV, film, and stage versions. Douglas Adams wrote 5 books in the series. Each book becomes increasingly surreal. The guide parodies scientific explanations. The Babel fish allows anyone to understand any language. The Babel fish is proof, ironically, that God does not exist according to the guide. The guide mocks self-help books and encyclopedias. The total perspective vortex drives people insane by showing their insignificance. Marvin once survives the vortex because he already hates everything. The galactic president has no real power. Time travel and alternate realities appear in later books. The novels question whether anything has meaning. Random chance often dictates events. Zaphod prefers parties to responsibility. Ford Prefect enjoys being drunk and sarcastic. The book ends without resolving many questions. It challenges the need for a narrative or moral. The Hitchhiker's Guide encourages curiosity and irreverence. Its humor comes from juxtaposing the ordinary and the absurd. So long, and thanks for all the fish becomes a famous farewell line.